They walked. The sun beat down on them like a hammer. They had been walking for hours, and the desert stretched out before them like an endless sea. They were three men, each with their own story, each with their own reason for fleeing. They had left behind their homes, their families, their livelihoods. They had left behind everything that was familiar, everything that was safe. As they walked, they thought about the past. They thought about the villages they had left behind, the houses they had lived in, the fields they had tilled. They thought about the people they had loved, the people they had lost. But as they walked, they also thought about the future. They thought about the possibilities and the opportunities. But for now, they were stuck in the present. They were stuck in the desert, stuck in the sun, and stuck in their own uncertainty. These lines from the novelist Ghassan Kanafani's Men in the Sun 1963 recount the horrors of the Nakba. In 1948, the State of Israel was established, but for the Palestinian people, this marked the beginning of a catastrophe known as the Nakba. The Nakba began on November 29, 1947, when the United Nations Partition Plan for Palestine was passed, allocating 55% of the land to the Jewish state, despite Palestinians making up two-thirds of the population and owning 90% of the land. This led to widespread rejection among Palestinians and Arab leaders who viewed it as a violation of national self determination. Over the next few months, more than 750,000 Palestinians were forced to flee their homes, leaving behind their families, belongings, and livelihoods due to violent displacement and dispossession by Zionist paramilitaries and later the Israeli military. During this period, over 500 Arab majority towns, villages, and Arab urban neighborhoods were depopulated. The 1948 war resulted in a significant loss of life, with estimates ranging from 13,000 to 16,000 casualties. The war led to a long lasting refugee crisis. These refugees were forced to seek shelter in neighboring countries such as Jordan, Syria, and Lebanon, where they lived in makeshift camps with limited resources. In response to the crisis, the United Nations passed Resolution 194 on December 11, 1948, declaring that Palestinians should be permitted to return to their homes and be compensated for loss or damaged property. This resolution remains a key point of contention in the Israeli Palestinian conflict. Since 1948, life in refugee camps has been harsh and challenging for Palestinians. With over 750,000 refugees initially, the numbers have swelled to 5.9 million registered Palestinian refugees today. Nearly 1.5 million refugees live in 58 recognized camps across Jordan, Lebanon, Syria, Gaza, and the West Bank. Despite these challenges, Palestinians have maintained their culture and identity. They haven't allowed their hope of returning to their homes fade out despite the passage of 75 years. Moreover, the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine refugees in the Near East has provided essential services including education, healthcare, and relief support to registered refugees in these camps since 1950. But being at a refugee camp and being at home are two different phenomena that only Palestinians can tell.